Hey guys, welcome back to another Teen Tunks podcast. And today we're going to be diving into America's pastime. No, it's not sports, and no, it's not shoving food down our face. I mean, in the past you could have called it a habit, but like at this point, it has to be a pastime. I mean, like, come on. Oh god. If you're American, you all know America's favorite pastime is wasting money. And how do we waste that money? Advertising. Buying useless stuff that we all get roped into and end up not using whatsoever. We all know that you can't spell America without ad in it. Wait, hold on. Admerica. That seems about right, I guess.
Wait, it's all advertisement? Always has been.
But if you haven't known, with the recent trend, or just it's been ongoing ever since, like, I think 2021, or at least started in 2021 but ran absolutely rampant during 2022, is with all these logo changes of these, I don't know, modernization of logos apparently. Like, come on, what are these changes? Why are these changes? There's no like difference. They've just made things simpler, I guess, with the logos. Like, I mean, Petco, they're taking away the classic cat and dog, and I don't know, there may be a comeback to that. It's coming back soon, possibly. I haven't kept up to date with it, but like, what? Papa John's has just changed it to Papa John's without the pizza. Pinterest the same. Patreon, the P in Patreon has not be, that's supposed to be a P. I couldn't. It's a line and a dot, and a big dot. I cannot tell that's a P whatsoever. And everyone knows the Discord change. I mean, like, why? Why? Everyone hates the Discord changes. I mean, it's understandable for Google, I guess. I mean, like, every week the new, like, Google, like, changes their, like, sign and, like, the website to match whatever, like, holiday or season is. So, like, I mean, I guess that's understandable. The more modernization of the text, especially from, like, the old Google, is decent, I guess. But, like, Internet Explorer, that's an E? I can't, is that supposed to be an E? I can't tell. MasterCard, like, it's a Venn diagram. It's just a Venn diagram now. Like, on their cards, like, some of them don't even have MasterCard on it, and like the font changed from just like to lowercase now. Is that supposed to mean something? What is with these modernizations to make things simpler? We're stating that we're so simple that we can just memorize everything. At some point, everything is just gonna be the same square, circle, triangle shapes to where we can't recognize a brand whatsoever. Like Firefox. Why? Look, they just scaled down the detail. That's what they've done. They just scaled down the detailing of Firefox. And no, people have been saying that the logo to the far right here has been Firefox's browser logo, but the one on the far right is just the parent company application logo. The real Firefox, the browser, is the one in the middle here. That's the one that they use. The 2017 one on the far left here was like the perfect minimalistic one, right? I still would have liked some continents in like the blue to be like there, just to see that it was Earth. But like, what has happened? What has happened now? When did the Earth become all water? Is this Neptune? When did the Earth's ocean become purple? What?
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.
Oh my god! And this one hurts me the most because I notice it almost every day now. especially if you go to any supermarket, you notice it immediately. And you can still find like some Pringles cans that like don't have the change, but what did they do to my boy? What did they do to Mr. P? Apparently, from the news company's senior director of marketing for Pringles, they've spent the last 2 years in research and design to create a modern look for the cans and Mr. P's style that reflects the bold flavor in every Pringles crisps and snack. They took 2 years for them to take my boy here, void him of all his hopes and dreams, and cast his corpse into now the thing that promotes Pringles? Like, what? Look what they did to my boy.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Dunkin' Donuts. Like, what? It's just Dunkin' now. They just cut donuts out. It's just, why? Dunkin' what? There's no pretext, there's no context, there's no aftertext. You're just Dunkin' now? Apparently, from their brand's CEO, and our new branding is one of the many things we are doing as part of our blueprint for growth to modernize the Dunkin' experience for our customers. From our next generation restaurants to our menu innovation, on the go ordering, and value offerings, all delivered at the speed of Dunkin'. The speed of Dunkin'? What does that mean? The speed of Dunkin'? I don't think any employee can work as fast as someone who can dunk a basketball. It's not feasible. And what does Dunkin' mean in this context? Look, I think all the ad changes have just like the logo changes trend has just been this big trend from companies just to so modernize their logo. And like some of them are okay-ish. I mean, the Yahoo one is fine. I don't use Yahoo, so I don't care. I didn't even know Crocs changed their logo, and honestly, I kind of I kind of like it. I mean, it's like, I mean, both is pretty good actually, honestly. I mean, it does leave some odd indication that maybe the crocodile might have become the shoe. Other than that, like, I don't know why. It just like the content just like Uber, like changing the font to be like either mostly lowercase or just all lowercase. Like, I mean, the Uber one's fine. I don't know what Skyscanner is, but like, I don't know. Maybe that needed to change. I could not tell. Look, at Burger King, for instance, something that changed and worked well. And was it the logo that made them famous? No, not really. But you can see their progression, right? It's sort of like a black and white sun, maybe, and then it became just their name, and then this pretty not so great looking King, Burger King, and then they just went simple Burger King text around acting as the patty to the buns, and they just, same thing for again, and then they went with this like it's the same thing but it's more like polished, I guess, with this blue like mark. For some reason it might be a platter plate, but like why would you serve a burger sideways on it? But then they just reverted back to the standard, and that's what marketing is. That's simplistic, but it still adds character. We need at a point where like everything is like getting simplified. I understand that making logos simple, right? Making logos simple will better enhance, I guess, the audience retention rate of it. If you look at something like the Burger King's 1957 and 1969 through one, it's like too complex. There's too much stuff to look at. And then you look back at the present one now, which they reverted back to from the past, simplistic, and it gets the point across. Burger King, they serve burgers. But like now, this like simplification has gone like too far. I mean, what Burger King has done was their advertisement with the song that they've made, which is incredibly catchy. I mean, just imagine this: POV. your favorite team gets absolutely curb stomped.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day.
Yeah, I know, it kind of sucks, but it gets stuck in your brain, it's stuck in your head. I mean, like if your advertisement becomes a meme, you did your advertisement well, especially with the meme song that they made of it.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day.
God, there's been so much like explanation for like why they had to change the logo. I mean, look at this massive dock of what is this? Why is this? Who is this? What is this? What is this gravitational pull of Pepsi? Pepsi orbits, Pepsi galaxy, the Pepsi universe, Pepsi atoms. Like what? Why? Who? When? How is this? Why is this? Why does this exist? You don't need this lengthy explanation of why you need to change your logo. Like what? As quoted from Albert Einstein himself, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. What do you need this lengthy explanation for just a logo change? A simplistic logo change? Maybe like change a few things, but like, what? Like, Pepsi, what are you doing? Look at Coke. Look at Coca-Cola. They've barely changed anything. Like, come on. Like, they use the colors red, white, and like black, maybe, especially for like their diet stuff, but like hasn't changed. All they've done was like invert the colors every now and then, and it's stayed the same. There's no like new branding to Coca-Cola. It's just Coca-Cola. Sure, maybe the font has changed, but it's still just Coca-Cola. There's no like rendition of it that stays true. And now there are some changes that are good. I mean, you can look back in the past. Look at Spotify, for instance. Like, I mean, that's like so bad. And now it's, Spotify's now the bar signal for how much Wi-Fi you're getting. I mean, the green, if you see the green, you recognize it as Spotify, okay? There. I mean, Starbucks, big change from like the old sort of ancient rendition of what the Starbucks logo was as the mythological creature that Starbucks placed, and then Starbucks coffee, and then it's been just now that symbol is related to Starbucks. I don't know about Airbnb, but like Instagram, for instance. I mean, like, look at that. It's too much complicated stuff to look at, and now it's just simplistic. Look at Nike. Just imagine you're American and you just come across this. It's Nike. Oh, I thought it was just a weird looking check mark. No, it's Nike. It doesn't even need the words to be Nike. McDonald's. I don't even know if this was an old one, but now you just see the golden crosses of McDonald's, and it's now McDonald's. Apple. What do you think when you see this logo right here? You think of Apple. Not the company, the iPhone thingy. All the subliminal messaging is supposed to get into your brain, and it's not just like companies trying to imprint their logo and just like dead into your brain and like cast metal iron on it, right? Bed it inside your brain. All companies are trying to do that, but at least with the logo changes, there has to be like character for our brains to be like, some not just like reliability or like relatability with it, but like you need to get like a character, a sense of a mascot from it. I mean, some of these logos don't need a mascot. Apple, for instance, like it's standard practice at this point. It's the same thing going for it, and it's recognized. And some logos don't need like being all peppy, especially based on like what brand it is, because like Apple's Apple. Hey, you're getting a device. other than that, I've been enjoying the sort of like motion that this advertisement has been going towards somewhat, especially with the jingles. I think songs and making advertisements enjoyable to watch is something. I mean, if I'm gonna get ripped off of my money, right, or ripped off of my time, spend time of my life dedicated to just advertisements, at least let me jam out to them while I'm wasting money buying the products, right? Like, I mean, some songs just get stuck in your brain for like advertisement. Mine is like the Pepto Bismol song for some reason. I don't know why. Stomach diarrhea. I don't know. It's stuck in my brain. I mean, like, and then there's some advertisements that are like, you may not like get stuck full in your brain, but like once they start, once they start, you immediately know what they are.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The Johnson and Johnson's Band-Aids ads, like that's something like once it starts, I know the lyrics to that. And then like
I am stuck on Band-Aid because Band-Aid helps you leak.
this is something entirely different, but like this basically band made like a company made like a song about like Clorox wipes, right?
I would be a Clorox wipe, 'cause I know in this climate that you mind. Finally want me in your life. I'll be a Clorox wipe. I'll be your Clorox wipe. I'll be your Clorox wipe. I'll be your Clorox wipe.
And like they weren't like sponsored per se, but they were doing it for charity during like COVID, right? And then Clorox, reached out to them and donated 55K to the Know Your Rights Camp COVID-19 relief charity. And like they now raise like $80K for COVID-19 relief. And it's awesome, right? Like songs and like music making their way. And like they were in advertisements before, but like music videos for advertisements, make it catchy. Advertisers, as you slowly supplement our brain, as our brain slowly rots away in just constant advertisements, I'll be sitting there taking a AP test or something and be like, what's the answer to the square root of 5? And all I can remember in my brain, all I can remember is the Whopper song. So anyways, what have we learned from this? Corporate marketing is slowly rotting our brain cells, and we waste time with advertisement. So buy an ad blocker, please. And if companies do want to entice people, make something fun. Maybe like make something fun. Burger King has had astounding success with the music campaign they've done, and if it works, it works, I guess. Anyways, this has been the Tangent Talks podcast. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later for the next podcast. Peace.